Welcome back to Bmaster 79. In this lesson we build a band 9 answer for an ielts writing task 1 question with 2-bar charts. We will read the graphs together, brainstorm the ideas, and write the full essay. Here is the task. The charts give information about the average amount of time per day spent on 2 common leisure activities of different age groups in New Zealand. 2 charts, 5 age groups, 1 unit of measurement, minutes per day. These are the 2 charts redrawn from the source data. On the left, average minutes spent reading for pleasure. On the right, average minutes spent listening to music. The values are approximate because the original charts have no data labels, so we will hedge every figure we quote. Let us put the numbers side by side. Reading climbs from about 20 minutes to roughly 70. Music starts at around 80, drops to about 45, then climbs back to roughly 76. Look at the bottom row. That is the gap between the 2 activities, and it shrinks from about 60 minutes down to only 6. Before you write a single word, analyze. Look for the shape of each chart, not the individual bars. One activity climbs, the other dips in the middle. Find the point where they cross. And because there is no time dimension here, use comparison language, not change over time language. Now brainstorm. On the left, everything true about reading. On the right, everything true about music. Then, and this is the step most candidates skip, write the link between the 2 columns. The gap collapses from roughly 60 minutes among the youngest to about 6 minutes among the oldest. The overview is where band 9 is won or lost. No figures. State the 2 opposing shapes. Then state the relationship between them. 2 sentences is enough. Here is the 4-paragraph plan. Introduction, overview, 1 body paragraph for each activity. Notice that the comparison lives in the overview and at the end of body 2, so the 2 body paragraphs stay clean and focused. Paragraph 1. There's 2 bar charts compared the average number of minutes per day that people in 5 age brackets in New Zealand devote to reading for pleasure and to listening to music. Notice the paraphrasing. Amount of time becomes number of minutes. Age groups becomes age brackets. Paragraph 2. The overview. Overall, music accounts for more of the average day than reading, yet the 2 pastimes move in opposite directions. Reading climbs steadily with age, whereas music follows a U-shaped pattern, dipping in middle age before recovering. The gap between them is consequently widest among the youngest respondents and almost closed among the oldest. Notice, no figures anywhere. Paragraph 3 covers reading. Reading rises without interruption from roughly 20 minutes a day among 15 to 24-year-olds to about 70 minutes among the over 55s. The figure jumps by around 15 minutes in the second bracket, then climbs more gradually before a final sharp gain in the oldest group, which reads for approximately 3.5 times as long as the youngest. Paragraph 4 covers music. Music shows a markedly different profile. It peaks at roughly 80 minutes among 15 to 24-year-olds, falls to about 60, and bottoms out at approximately 45 minutes at 35 to 44 before recovering to around 60 and then 76 minutes in the 2 oldest groups. Notably, 35 to 44 is the single point at which the 2 activities converge. Here is the complete answer on one screen. 206 words, comfortably inside the range for task 1. Pause the video and read it through as a whole. Notice how the overview carries no figures at all, and how every number in the body paragraphs is hedged with roughly, about, or approximately. Take these phrases with you. Movement verbs for the climb, a separate set for the U shape, contrast markers to join the two, and the hedging words that protect you when the chart has no data labels. Why this reaches band 9 across the 4 marking criteria. And an important caveat. This assessment reflects an internal quality check against the public ielts band descriptors. It is not a score from a certified examiner. Your turn. Rewrite body paragraph 2 describing the U shape without using the words peak or fall. Post your version in the comments. Subscribe to bmaster79 for more band 9 walkthroughs, and I will see you in the next lesson.